Yay. All right. Good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, and if you notice, I'm wearing a shield and a mask, and of course I match because I think fashion and safety is a big deal. So here at Elwyn, our staff and our clients are extra careful. We're all wearing our shields and masks, just doing that second wave of extra careful. So please forgive me if you hear me breathing a little extra hard. And if you don't get to see me, I am Carrie Snyder, and I'll have a handful of our staff members come through and maybe help. And you guys here in ADP, you guys want to help me out? Yeah. Nice. Travis even helped me out a little bit earlier and said this was light. I might need to ask you guys another client to help me out. Okay, let's just jump right in. We're going to talk about history. So let's move this one up, but we're going to talk about the internment camps in just a little bit. So let's go straight into the history of the Japanese kimono. So I'm going to introduce you real quick. Let's see. Let me see what you're seeing. Is there another? Let me see what other photo you have up front. Is there? Okay. Well, she'll just see if we can find. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave that one up. So the history of the Japanese kimono. First of all, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this actually is my mother-in-law. Her name is Helen Moriguchi, and she is 90 years old.
Whoa.
I know. Is anyone here in the room 90?
No, my mom is.
Your mom is?
And my dad is.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. So this wonderful woman is actually wearing a kimono. She wore a kimono pretty much, I would say she said about 52 years of her life. So 52 years of her life, she was more comfortable, well, more told to wear a kimono, and now more comfortable wearing Americanized version clothing, right, Vicki? I can see you shaking your head.
Okay.
And so this is an Americanized version. Yeah. This is a traditional version.
Yep.
This is actually not the kimono. Well, let me make sure. Yeah, actually, I think it is. So we wrapped it up. I took it out of the vacuum sealed bag so that moths don't get to it.
That's true.
Believe it or not, Katie, come help me real quick. Come on over, Katie. This is Katie Clear. Come on down. Come right here, Katie. Katie, what color is this? Yes, with lots of different colors, right? Can you hold this? Does that feel heavy to you? A little bit, huh? Would that be hot to wear? That'd be hot, huh? Yeah. So guess what, Katie? If I were to come on over here, if I were to take this out of the bag, and if you were to wrap this around, look at this. All this material has to go around your belly. I know. All of this. Can you imagine? Yeah. Can you feel that? Can you imagine having to wear this all around your belly?
No, me.
And then you say, Carrie, I have to use the restroom. That'd be a lot of work, right? Yeah. Okay. That would be a lot of work, wouldn't it? My goodness. Kimonos are amazingly, respectfully beautiful, traditionally worn, and always to be respected. They always fold it ever so nicely, place it in bags, and they actually tie it. Okay? So when you see these materials, they're layered. Always layered. Lots and lots of layers. So it's heavy. Hot days, it's not very fun, but you look beautiful. Beauty is pain. Thank you, Katie, for your help and for keeping me safe with your mask. Okay, so the history of the kimono, it began thousands of years ago, back in the day of, 794 to 1185,
Wow.
worn for the Japanese influence, or excuse me, the Chinese influence, long skirts divided separate legs, similar to trousers.
Wow.
Very strange. I don't think this looks like trousers whatsoever. So, in the 1333, the kimono became an everyday clothing choice. Layers became the fashion, very traditional colors and combinations. The colors based on the seasons. Sometimes on political were family ties. Special crafts in 1868, some kimonos literally were pieces of art. People would keep their kimonos and pass them down to family generations, as Helen did to myself, as she, for me. It also went along with makeup and hair and, is it not umbrellas, parasol? Is that right? Parasols?
Yes.
Am I saying that? You're saying that right, Chrissy?
Yes.
So umbrellas. But it's a big honor to still have mine. And so I really do treat it with respect. So I'm going to carefully place this underneath. And this is a really heavy bag. And if you notice, still has the traditional writing, which I have no idea what it says. And it is tied. So I untie it. So that's a process. And again, it's like opening a gift. I'm very honored again that Helen, Mrs. Margucci, gave this to me. And again, bright, beautiful colors, sashes upon sashes. This is an item that she wore. You can tell it's made of silk. I can't believe a moth hasn't gotten to it, but I've treated it with quite respect. She's worn it all through her grade school, through her adolescence and childhood. So it is quite old. This is actually pure silk. I don't even know where to start. So she opened it. I don't even know where to go, but you can tell it was sewed hand. So she had to repair it. There's little seams in here that she did with white, because when you're in the camps, you do with what you got. So, yeah. So here it actually is the same one. I knew it too, and I was so excited. Okay, another tie. I'm telling you, she must have just been wrapped in there. I don't know how they use the restroom. Another sash of some sort. Again, just one thing after another, layers upon layers, you guys. I don't know how they did it. I just don't. Can you imagine walking those beautiful streets with this beautiful material? I mean, just look at this. This is a sleeve, if you will. This long, beautiful sleeve. Just that is this on your arms. Our sleeves are now tapered around. Theirs were long. And it also gave a prestigious, the longer, the more colorful. It also mentioned, like they say in political, family, higher up in life. I'm not sure what he's looking at. So yeah, it just, great stuff. Super honored to have it. I'll take the time and tie it up properly in a little bit. Let's see. Often handed down through generations, the kimonos, we know this now. And we start to see a lot of ladies wear this outfit. We wear jeans now, don't we? But you still see items tied around our waist. You just don't see that big heavy sash, right, Katie? Yeah. We see a belt and we see layers. And so that's our version of a kimono, out of respect and out of just an idea of our today version of fashion. So let's see, chance of dress up connection, discovering the opportunity of breathtaking, beautiful colors. The designer dresses might be spotted. In fact, modern fans have been a gift through Japan, remaining kimonos with a special occasion. So the fans are brought out for special occasions. Rather it's through dance or not just heat. We use fans when we're hot, we roll up paper and we go like this and we go, whoo, right? We do it because of the weather. Apparently there's talent and dances and celebrations of life, or just in, for whatever reason. These fans are really quite a spectacular item. So that's a definite addition to the kimono, to the outfit. Okay. Okay. So I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm breathing so hard. I'm fogging up. Kimonos are worn in seasons with linen, cotton, silk, and can be worn in the summer, but commonly worn seasonally. And it could almost come across like a fashionable firework. If you notice, all of the colors are so vibrant and beautiful. It makes you just feel like there's definitely a party going on. But back in the day, that is definitely that was their family. That was their generation and their color choice. It could be a standard in height where you have royalty down to just day-to-day residents. But this majority red was a standard color. I do believe red was a good luck color, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I recall that H telling me that. I call Helen H, by the way. And then I have this little itty bitty photo here. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but so this is Helen Moriguchi. This is Baba Moriguchi Nincha, and that is Helen's mom, and that's Yumiko. That's my daughter, the little girl. So there's 3 generations of strong, amazing Japanese women right here. So Erin will have this when I pass it down to her. So it's pretty cool. I like that photo. I have a few of them. Okay, so working down the kimono outfit, we also have to wear shoes. Have you guys ever seen an actual Japanese shoe? Well, believe it or not, this is a Japanese shoe. I don't know if you know this. It looks like a sandal. It is definitely not a surf rainbow sandal. If you notice, it's on blocks. It actually is worn. Helen worn this for about 13 years, she said. Each one, they kind of last for X amount of years and then they break or they pebble, or you can't really repair them. They didn't have a lot of glue back then. You don't put nails in there because when the wood wears down, it goes through your foot. You just make them again. So, yeah. With that being said, you can always restring them, which you can tell she's done this before. Believe it or not, there's an actual piece of, forget what she called this, but this is kind of a rubber stopper, if you will. And every once in a while, when you're walking, I don't know if you can see me. Let me see if I can back up. When you're walking, you're stopping on this. This is an actual brake. When you're on a roller skate, I don't know if you know this, you have a knob on there and it makes you stop, or you have a brake in the back, but this is actually, in case you lose your balance, this is a brake. And it's actually worn down. She said she stumbled quite a bit. But the reason being behind that, I'll get to that shortly, but this is her shoe. Now, if you can imagine, like I'm putting my hand in there, her toes are exposed. How dangerous is that? Here at Elwyn, we have to wear closed-toe shoes, right? Mm-hmm. Tennis shoes, we have to wear flats. There's no way this is safe around the warehouse, right? Mm-hmm. Louise wouldn't want us to wear this around the warehouse. No. First of all, it's loud. That's silly. It sounds like a pack of animals going through. I know that. Right? Second of all, that'd be dangerous if you slid. As janitorial is keeping our Elwyn warehouse clean, the floors might be damp and you might slide. Right? So if you notice, my toes are exposed. I'm pretending. So in this special bag, anyone can read this? I'm assuming it says socks. Because inside this bag, when you go to the local store, it used to be Bijou Market here in Fountain Valley. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend it reads socks. So Bijou Market used to be on Brookerston Garfield back in the day, and Mr. Decatur owned it, and he's in heaven now, but we bought these in Fountain Valley, and, oh, she does have a fan. She does have her fan in here. No way. I'm looking at the picture. I'm like having a minute. This is so great. I'm afraid to open it because I don't want to break it. Aww. So this is her fan. So I'm having a little minute. That's awesome. And more strings upon more strings. Believe it or not, these strings, she mentioned, there's 2 in here, that you wrap around your thigh to keep your socks up. I mean, I'm telling you, it's a process when you go outside. So here are her socks. This would be your shoe to cover up and keep your toes safe. If you notice, they're a little short and they're bracketed here with everything sewn. You gotta remember, you don't have Velcro or glue or buttons. You have to work with what you have. A lot of thread and needles. Do we have family members and people that still sew here?
Yes.
Yeah, we sew. We have sewing machines. We sew masks, right, guys?
Yes.
Katie, can you keep us safe and put your mask on?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yes, Patricia.
My mom used to sew a long time ago.
Did she? So if I were to break this, I bet you she can help me sew this back on.
But she passed away.
Okay, she's in heaven too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so look at this. So we open up this sock or this shoe, and look at this. There's 2 openings here to put your toes in. Now my feet are protected, and I'm still able to slide in my shoe, my sandal. It keeps my toenails clean. It keeps my toes a little bit safer, and maybe even what? Warm on a cold day, right? Or an evening time, or just overall a little more clean. Or maybe you don't want the sun on your toes. You don't want a sunburned toe, right, Richard?
Yeah.
Nobody wants a sunburn on their feet.
Mm-mm.
So this is, how would you be able to keep a sandal on if your toes weren't separated? Are your socks completely, do they have a cut in the middle of the toes? Look at that. No.
Yeah.
So this is the way my mother-in-law, Helen Moriguchi, had to wear her shoes. Can you believe that, you guys? Would you guys want to come to Elwyn with these shoes?
No.
No way. Louise might say that's not safe.
No.
No, Matt says.
No.
No way. So we'll put these back in the bag that we assume that says what? What does this say, Matt? Socks, right? We assume it says socks. Okay. So then, let's go over here to our camps where I thought I'd just talk about ever so. Oh, you know what? You want to see if it's just, I have that disrespectful. Let's go back to that one real quick. Because it actually is kind of a big deal. There is, do you have it written down? Yeah. No, the disrespect one, that one.
Oh.
Because there is. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So, do you know, since Japanese people in the Western clothing daily purpose, kimonos have become uncommon and they cost way too much. All this material is so expensive because it's real silk. It is way too cost worthy. So it's just become not as common So most Japanese today, opportunity to learn, do not properly wear a kimono. So if we don't properly know how to respectfully put it on, it wouldn't be nice to wear it, right? If you're not gonna be respectful, you wouldn't wanna do that, correct? We always wanna be respectful, right?
Right.
Yeah. So this has become not, if we were to all go, come on, let's have a trip and go to Japan, we would wear our westernized American version of clothing, right?
Right.
So then, kimonos of now are to be worn on special occasions only. So if you were to go have a celebration of life, like a wedding or a funeral, you might want to ask family members, could I wear your kimono? Could you help me wear it? Because you actually might need one or two people to help you. Because one person stands while the other person helps us put it on. Because like Katie saw, it's so much, it's so big, right? To tie that around your waist, and you might want to eat or go to the restroom before you start putting that on. Right, Vicki Lee?
Yep.
Oh no, that's not respectful. Thank you, Katie, or thank you, Vicki Lee.
You're welcome.
Okay, so there's that.
You won't get that goodie.
So then, the robe, 12, my goodness.
You have to go to bed.
Did you guys hear me that I talked about layers?
You go out, you gotta go to bed
Yeah.
until way
Did you,
off.
okay, Vicki, did you hear me talk about layers? Is that funny, Travis? Layers, there's over 12 layers.
Wow.
12,
Holy moly.
not 10, show me 10 fingers. 12 layers.
Oh, gee.
My goodness, Katie, do me a favor, keep me safe, put that mask on. Good job. Okay, let's see, okay, here we go. Let's go down here. February 19th, that's my birthday. So February 19th, way back in 1942, shortly after Pearl Harbor, President Roosevelt, I know a lot of my clients are very fantastic, all my coworkers here, and Elwyn fans. You guys are so smart with history. So President Roosevelt thought it would be smart to order to prevent any safety for the Japanese to put them in camps. So all these buildings are basically horse stables, if you will.
Wow.
But they built them for families to reside in. Now, mind you, this is not just one family. This window is one family, that door, this window, that window, that window. It is very tight quarters. So let's see if we can get someone to show us the next photo. Look how large this is.
Wow.
Now, mind you, this wire isn't there to hurt anyone. It's there to keep them inside and safe, and whoever's to harm them outside, okay? It's genuinely just safety. So I know that looks really scary, but it's all about safety. So then, because there were so many Japanese friends and not enough material to build more, Helen and Baba shared with me that they had to build tents, big lavish tents. So those buildings, all those buildings became tents. So families lived in those for a long time. Can you believe that? Felipe, can you imagine camping all your life? You can't? You want to live in a tent? No. Shannon, you want to live in a tent?
No.
No. Travis, do you want to live in a tent?
No.
No. And can you believe this? You didn't have television.
Oh, no.
No television.
No Netflix?
You didn't have radio. Can you believe that? The music that you had to make. And what I mean by that is you had to play a guitar, a harmonica, you had to drums, with pots and pans and spoons. You had to be creative. You had to make your own drumsticks with wood, like your sandals if you broke them. You had to create your own music. Katie, can you put your mask on for safety, please? So let's see if there are any other, I don't know if there's any other photos or anything, but during these, maybe I have a photo of my fabulous, fictitious family. And okay, so here we go. Yep, oops. Nope, oops. There it is. Okay, there were camps all over. But my mom, my mother-in-law, Helen Moriguchi, and Baba, and their 4 family members all reside in Colorado. So they were in Colorado for under 5 years. And this is pretty much, I mean, they look like wonderful, average, loving families, just like my mom and dad, just like your families, right, guys? Don't they look amazingly healthy and awesome? I had a kitchen table. Don't you guys have a kitchen table?
Yes.
Absolutely. And a teacup and a bowl and clothing. Look at the tables and chairs. If you guys seriously notice this, it's made of wood. Everything is made of wood. They couldn't bring their tables and chairs. Can you imagine? If they said, let's go, we need to keep you safe, and you can't pack it up and throw it in a big old truck. You have to carry it with, how many hands do we have?
Yeah.
Okay, we have fingers, we have 10. You guys are so smart. But how many hands do we have?
2.
We have 2. So, can you believe this? Helen had her kimono on. So this is what she had with her camp. Can you believe it? Well, actually, I think Baba probably did, because this is so big, this probably grew into it or was passed down. But as you live there for 4 or 5 years, you sew. You outgrow these things and you cut them and you wear them. And then if you notice, you're not wearing these anymore. She actually looks Western traditional clothing, right? I have blouses like that. I have sweaters like that. Don't you, Patricia?
No.
No, okay. Well, I know I do.
I do.
You don't?
Shirley, do you have a pretty sweater on? Come here, Shirley.
You like that?
Let me see your pretty sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a pretty sweater on just like that. And I know that Matt, you have suspenders on, right, sir?
Yeah, I have a sweater.
Yep, see? Suspenders.
Yes.
I know. So we wear these. Absolutely. So we have evolved. We have changed from Japanese wearing kimonos and layers and layers. How many layers of clothes? And plus 2 more. 12.
Oh.
Good guessing. Two dresses and trousers, suspenders and sweaters. We've come a long way. It's been a very, very amazing journey with fashion and also with history of clothing. And then if you look over here, these triangles show us all the different areas of where Japanese men and women were safely, and I need to stress that, safely placed in camps for the handful of years during that time period. So I want you to know that regardless of them being there, they were building families and friendships and going to school because they were taught by teachers that were in there as well. They learned medical techniques. They learned mechanical techniques. They obviously learned, what's this material?
Good.
Yes. They learned how to make items out of wood. They learned how to build tents and camps and structures. So when they were released and opened up from the camps, they had talents and they were able to go back out to their homes and communities and bring something back. So it wasn't all so scary. But let's see. So back to any kind of history or questions with clothing. Any questions or anything, you guys?
No.
Not too much? I don't blame you. It's a lot to take in, huh? Can you imagine how long it would take you to get dressed to come to Elwyn if you had to put all these items on? I mean, I can't imagine. How long does it take you to put on your jacket in the morning, Christy?
I work, after I get dressed, I put my jacket on.
Yeah, takes you just a few minutes. It's your
Yes.
last layer. So
Yes,
you at least wear a couple layers, huh?
yes,
Absolutely. Matt, I see that you have 2 layers on, right? You put your shirt and your jacket on, your last item. Mr. Mira, I see you do the same. Everyone seems to have a couple layers. And then we were prepared to head out of the house to come to Elwyn, right? And then instead of working with wood, we work with colors, maybe computers, with arts and crafts. I've noticed that you guys have your sensory bottles. Those are pretty fantastic. Yes, Katie? You have yours? Good girl. And then Travis, what do you like to work on when you're here at Elwyn? Do you like to work on your coloring or math or arts and crafts?
Math.
Math. Okay, that's really wonderful. It's so smart of you. And then I know that Cindy, do you like to do your paid work over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many wonderful options here we do at Elwyn during the day. And again, those are your options and your choices. And like here in the camps, they had options and choices to learn and grow with their tasks. With their techniques and talents. So you guys ask staff members here at Elwyn, I want to try this. I want to work on this. I want to learn to sew. I want to learn to color. I want to learn to work with glue a little bit better. I want to make more sensory bottles. I want to do paid work. Ask your staff members so you can learn and grow and become smarter. Right, guys?
right.
Be smart
Yeah.
and learn with fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because today we're learning, what are we learning with our activity packets today?
We start learning the
Is it Mozart or Master of the, oh, are you learning to snap, Richard?
Pageant of the Master.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great stuff. Okay. Pageant of the Masters. Wow. Look at these costumes. You guys, when you get your activity packets in the mail, do me a favor, don't throw them away. We work so hard on them. And there's so many, right, Richard, you're so silly. You're back there laughing. There's so many fun things just to read through. And if you're not comfortable with reading, I'm not horribly comfortable with reading. Have a loved one, a family member, a friend. Take a minute, have them read it to you. Go over it with them. Color with them. Each page, there's so much to do with these. Don't make paper airplanes or toss them. Look at all these fun things. Look at the back side of the page. You can make your own Mona Lisa, right?
Right.
Travis, did you decide what color hair we wanted Mona to have?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Shannon, what color hair did we want Mona to have? Brown hair, okay. But everyone can work on their own activity packet as you see fit. So you guys, show your talents, show your creativity, wear your clothes respectfully. And I'll be honest, I'm very grateful to have some Japanese culture in my family. My husband's part Japanese or half Japanese. My mother-in-law is full Japanese. My children are a quarter. We appreciate and respect our heritage, and I just think it's amazing. So take a minute and look into your family's history. Ask about it. See if there's anything that you would like to learn or know more about it. If there's a talent or something that you would like to share, let us know. Bring it in, okay? All right? If there's something that you would like to share with your supervisors, let Vanessa know.
Thank you.
Yes.
The village in Colorado.
What location in Colorado did your mom live?
Oh, Lord. I'm so sorry. I don't necessarily recall. I'm very sorry. I don't know. I'll work on it. Yes, I will let you know. But thank you guys so much for your time. Is there anything else that we should work on? Matt Neer, is there anything you want to share with anyone?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to come up and tell me? Okay,
I'm coming.
okay.
I'm coming.
Okay, thanks for coming.
I'm coming.
What would you like to share and tell everybody? Oh, hi.
Hi, baby.
Felipe, can you say hi?
Hi, Mitchell.
Hi, baby. I see you, baby.
Okay, come this way.
Hi, baby.
Are you?
Are you good, baby?
Yeah.
Ask him if he got the activities this week. Has he?
Yeah, baby. You got it?
Oh, good, that's great.
I know it's only that.
That's great. Good. And then Richard, are you enjoying the activities?
Bye, baby.
Shannon, would you like to come in and say hi to everybody? Come on. Come on over. Come on over. We have quite a few friends that haven't seen everybody. Come on over carefully. Come on over carefully. If you notice, Shannon's wearing her shield. I'm going to step out of the way. Yep. And then we have asked our clients to bring small sacks personally and a paper bag lunch. So she has her items on her fanny packs that she keeps to herself. And, oh, Shannon, Vanessa's going to show you your sack lunch. Perfect. And then you hold that up, Shannon. And everything right in here is in her sack lunch. So she keeps all her other coworkers safe. She eats her fruits and vegetables and her water. Yep, and you put your items. Yep, and you put your items in their recyclable and the others in the trash, correct? Yep, so that your hands are free and you go on the bus with clean hands, a covered face, and social distancing, right? Because we're far away. I'm so proud of you keeping us safe. Thank you, Shannon Leishner. We appreciate your help. You say hi and bye to your friends? Okay. Do you see Felipe down there? Yeah. Okay. Go on ahead safely back to your space. Thank you so much. Anyone else that want to say hi? Okay. Come on over here. Come on over. We'll say hi real quick. Travis, do you want to say hi real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Katie. Go ahead on back. Travis, come on over. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. So Travis, thank you so much for keeping us safe wearing your new shield. And what do we have to do with our hands quite often? How many times does Vanessa ask us? And we get tired of hearing it, but how important is it to do what? Yep. Tell our friends that we have to do that. Can you tell them that we have to wash our hands?
Yes.
Yep. And then we have to wash them with what? Soap and water. And then your top and your bottom, the palms and your top of the hands. And then we have to dry them with paper towels, right?
Yes.
We don't just walk around and do this, right?
No.
Yeah, we use a paper towel.
Here's a paper towel.
And we wash our hands before and after a meal. And then do we wash our hands after arts and crafts?
No. Yes.
You're so silly. Because sometimes we get ink on our hands, right? And we don't want it on our sandwiches. Very good. Are you enjoying wearing the shield? You can breathe better with it?
Yes.
It looks better on you. I enjoy seeing your mouth so you can see your smile. It's good to see you. Can you say hi to our friend? Oh, Felipe's saying hi to you.
Hi, Felipe.
Very good. Very good. Travis, are you enjoying it here at Elwyn program?
Yes.
And you feel safe? Happy to be here?
Yes.
Well, we're happy to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Not yet, Matthew. Give us some space. Travis, thank you so much. Go ahead and enjoy your space. And we appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Have a good day. Felipe, you have a good rest of the afternoon.
Okay.